cheat code series also has an intro video which is very informative. The link is in the description box. It gives you a lot of tips on how to effectively copy paste cheat codes.
Okay, let's try to imagine that we are actually having a conversation, and let's try to learn a few cheat codes by doing that. So imagine you meet somebody, you would say hello. So in Spanish language it's hola, and something interesting about this hola is that this H is silent. Okay, so it would sound like O-L-A, hola, but it's actually H-O-L-A, hola. There are no exceptions to that. H is always silent in Spanish language. Okay, so when you say hola, can you repeat after me? Hola. The response is most of the times hola or something similar to that. Okay, but sometimes when the situation is quite formal, we do not use hola. I mean, hola is like it can be substituted anywhere, but when we really want to sound formal or we want to pay respect to somebody who's older than us, then we prefer using words like buenos dias. So buenos dias is good morning. Okay, buenos, good, dias, good morning. After that, good afternoon would be buenas tardes, buenas tardes, and then good night would be buenas noches. Please repeat after me. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. You must have observed that it's buenos con día, that is good morning, and buenas con afternoon and night. I mean, these are adjectives, and why there is a difference because in English language there is no change in adjectives, but in Spanish language we change the adjective depending on the gender of the noun. Okay, just because this dia is masculine, tarde, that is afternoon, is feminine, and night is feminine. That's why it's bueno, the o thing, with morning, the a thing with tardes, that is afternoon, and noches, night. Okay, other option other than this buenos dias, buenas tardes, y buenas noches is buenas. So you can just say buenas. In Spanish language, I think it's a part of culture. When you see somebody, even if you're meeting that person for the third time, say in a single hour, you would always say either hola or buenas. It's the culture. I mean, the people, they are so outgoing and they really want to acknowledge that you meet somebody, and they would either say hola or buenas. Okay, but one question that has to be there is what's your name? Okay, so this what's your name is ¿cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Again, if you want to pay respect to that person, you can substitute this tu with su. ¿Cuál es su nombre? Okay? And replying that question is also very easy. It's mi nombre es, for example, Sunny. Mi nombre es Sunny. Now, usually what happens when I spell my name, the Spanish speakers, they always read it as Suni. Remember in the last lesson I told you that there is no confusion as far as the sound of vowels are concerned. That is the reason why they do it, because my name spells like S-U-N-N-Y, and U for them is just U, so they always say Suni. Second question is how are you, for example. It's very easy in Spanish language. How are you is ¿Cómo estás? Can you repeat after me? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Okay, so we really don't pronounce these words separately, we try to join them. So it's ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Okay, so ¿cómo is how? Estás comes from verb estar. The Spanish language has the verb estar, which means verb to be. Okay, so ¿Cómo estás? is how are you. Now, when we say ¿Cómo estás?, the person might say I'm fine or I'm good. Basically, there are 2 degrees. If you really want to say I'm fine, you could just say bien. Bien is like good. Bien. Okay? But if you really feel good, I mean you are quite good, that means you would say muy bien. So we are trying to intensify that. We use this word muy a lot of times in Spanish language when we really want to increase the intensity. So it's muy bien. Okay? Naturally, if somebody is asking me how are you and I say I'm fine, I would say and what about you? So this what about you is quite easy in Spanish language. It's y tú. So it's y and tú for second person singular. So it's y tú. Now if you want to pay respect to that person, we can substitute tú with usted. Okay? So the word usted is used for second person singular when we really want to show respect to that person or when it's a formal situation. So it's y tú or y usted. So if somebody says y tú, you can say yo también. So yo means I, también means also. So it would be like I'm also good. Okay? Now, when you say goodbye in a conversation, you can say adiós. Repeat after me. Adiós. Okay? Some Spanish people, they probably don't prefer saying adiós because it psychologically gives a message that you won't be meeting that person one more time because it does not give any date or time. So they don't prefer saying adiós. They would rather say hasta luego. So this hasta luego is until later, I mean, because this hasta is until, luego is later. So hasta luego. You can also say hasta mañana. Mañana is tomorrow. If you know that you're going to see that person the next day, you can say hasta mañana or hasta luego. Okay? So these are the options. If you talk to a native, I would give you a suggestion that try using hasta luego. Okay? If you want to say goodbye to someone in a very formal way, and if you want to pay respect to someone while saying goodbye, you can say mucho gusto. It is something like it was nice meeting you in English language. Okay? So we would say mucho gusto. Mucho, mucha is like a lot in Spanish language, and this gusto, gusta, gustan, there's something coming from that is I like, you like, he likes. So it comes from that. The verb is gustar. Okay? So it is all about liking something. So finally, indirectly, it was nice talking to you or it was nice meeting you. So it's mucho gusto. Okay? And if a person replies back to that, you can just say igualmente. Repeat after me. Igualmente.
Please like, share, comment and subscribe. And if you really want to learn Spanish just from the beginning, step by step, then you can check out the other series, which is Español Paso a Paso, Spanish Step by Step. Keep following the channel because I'll be uploading videos quite regularly. Thank you and keep studying Spanish.